slightly different color. My name is Tony Thomas, and you're watching Hardwired Exotics on YouTube. I forgot to mention, I had a real bad case of poison ivy this past week.
Did you really?
Like, really bad.
So what would have happened?
You can actually still see some of it on my face.
What would have happened if we couldn't have filmed your beautiful face?
You and Cassie would have been filming.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't be doing that.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, my whole face was swollen up.
That's not good, man.
I still had some stuff on my arms.
We can't see it on your arms. You got stuff all over your arms.
And my chest and back, and thank God it didn't get into my lower parts.
Yeah, that's not good, man. Poison ivy. Luckily, I am not allergic to poison ivy.
So I dealt with it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I finally went to the doctor on Monday, and it took a couple of days, but it cleared up. So
yeah.
Anyway,
I don't like itching.
Thank Jesus for that.
Yep.
So anyway, back up to the last episode. We're talking about shirts.
Baby blue with burgundy.
What's going to be y'all's pick on what shirts we do next as far as color combination goes? So go check that out. Go handle that. Let's figure out what we're going to do next. That being said, finally, you're going to see this clutch.
What clutch?
Chocolate GHI Hypo to a Fire Cypress.
Oh.
So when I done this pairing, I didn't really know what to expect, but I really thought that a Cypress Chocolate or a Cypress GHI would look really cool. And then being hit Hypo, that's always going to be a plus. So what I was actually going for was a GHI Chocolate a Cypress Chocolate or a Cypress GHI. And well, I hit one, so let's check it out. Alright, so GHI Chocolate Hypo to Fire Cypress, which means none of these are going to be visual hypo, but everything's 100% hit. So everything's hit hypo. If I don't say that, then you just better know it. This is what we're going to call the what we call these base model.
Base model.
This was the only single gene animal that we got in this clutch, and she is just a GHI. So
not just a GHI. I mean, what does GHI stand for?
Gotta have it.
And a gotta have it means you got to have it.
Gotta have it. So this is one of two girls in the clutch, and she will be available after a couple meals. So this is the second female in the clutch, which is a Fire Cypress head hypo girl, and she will be staying here with us. I also will note that this is the only baby in the clutch that did not get GHI. It was a very GHI heavy clutch.
Well, she obviously didn't have to have it because she's pretty.
Yep. So Fire Cypress is one of my favorite combos, regardless. And then knowing this girl is 100% hypo is going to be a good addition for us in years to come. So going to have to keep this one. I mean, as I stated before, a goal animal for this pairing was Cypress Chocolate or Cypress GHI, and well, we hit a GHI Cypress. This little guy is going to stay here with us, but when I posted pictures of him, a lot of people couldn't see what Cypress was actually doing with this combo. So what I want to note is what's the difference between GHI Cypress versus just the GHI. And honestly, if I didn't have anything to compare to, you might look over the Cypress because GHI is kind of overwhelming it. But Cypress is known for blushing out the back of the head, and this guy has a very, very, very blushed out head on the back. Also, I know what Cypress looks like as far as the pattern goes, and I can see some of that pattern in this dude, especially in the dorsal. You don't really realize it, but Cypress is a stripy animal, and it forces that stripe even on things like GHI. So what I'm going to do is bring out the regular GHI to show you the comparison shot so that you can actually visually see the difference. Notice the back of the head is blushed out, slightly different color, and then you're going to have more of a striped animal and a reduced pattern from the Cypress versus just the GHI. There's your difference.
Is there more?
There is more.
Oh.
Alright, so this is where things start to get a little bit confusing. Imagine that.
Wait, is there confusion in this?
Nope. So, what I obviously know that I have is fire and GHI. But there's one gene that's at play here that I'm not really sure about, and that is chocolate. So, could these have chocolate? Well, the answer is I just don't really know. I'm thinking that these are GHI chocolate fires, and both these are male. Obviously, they're hit hypo as well. I do not see Cypress in them. I'm not 100% sure on the chocolate. Maybe with a couple of meals and another shed, I'll be able to for sure say that they're chocolate or not. But I'm really leaning towards this one being chocolate simply because more of a reduced pattern and just the overall color. I believe this one may be chocolate too. It just may not be quite as pronounced in this because you do get a reduced pattern. So I think these are fire GHI chocolates, but I don't really know. Welcome to breeding snakes.
How do we figure it out?
Well, the only true way to know is breed them. But
so you just stick them back to a normal, or you stick them to stick them to another fire. You get a white snake. I mean,
I would try to breed it to another chocolate to see if some super chocolate stuff comes out.
Ooh.
That would probably be my choice. All right, one more.
So with my white snakes that have chocolate in it, why don't we call them white chocolates?
I don't know.
I mean,
some people might be offensive of that.
Haters.
The world's full of them.
Yep.
All right, so this dude, which is going to be the last one in the clutch, in my opinion, is just an absolute stunner. It really takes kind of a trained eye to see this. I don't know if the camera's really going to pick it up, but do you see how much cleaner and brighter this particular animal is than these two?
I do.
What we have here is a GHI fire again, but this also has Cypress. And the reason that I can tell that is it's got a back of the head is blushed out like a Cypress normally does. It gives this overall dorsal pattern much more than the other ones. And it's just a brighter and cleaner snake, and it has a more unusual smaller alien head side pattern. So that leads me to believe that this is the Fire GHI Cypress. So probably quote unquote the powerhouse animal in the clutch. The reason why I'm not keeping this one versus, let me just get him back out. Again, a comparison is going to help with this. So this is the GHI Cypress, and if you hold this guy up next to him, they're really similar. I could see why this would be the GHI Cypress Fire. So another good comparison here. But the reason why we're not keeping this is because I have so many females that already have the fire in them, and I don't want to make a bunch of super fired hit hypo and posit hypo stuff. So we're going to end up selling this one and keeping this one because of we don't need the fire in the male side. And we're also keeping the Fire Cypress girl from this clutch as well. So anyway, we have some good comparison stuff here. When you line all these up, you can kind of see slight differences in these. This is not a real easy clutch to ID, but absolutely beautiful results. I'm super happy with them. Can't really complain at all. Hope y'all enjoyed this. If you're interested in these 3 males or that GHI het girl, hit us up as soon as they had some meals. They'll be available. And see y'all next go around.
Thanks for watching Hardwired Exotics, and make sure you subscribe. Bye!